What up, paintball world? This is your guy, Only One Lone Wolf Paintball Podcast. And here I am. I have my guy, 084.
What's up, guys?
Tonight's topic, man, it is position and style of play.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
thanks for being here. It's definitely an honor, bro.
No, the
Yeah.
honor's all mine. Listen, I came across your podcast, a few weeks ago. It was on Instagram, and I was like, wait, there's a paintball podcast? Didn't even know about it. And I was like, and I started watching it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody else is out here working to grow the sport, and they're doing something different than just capturing the footage. So I appreciate you having me.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure. Definitely to be here. I know this podcast has reached a lot of people. Um, I know people were saying that Magfed was dead, and it is
What?
nowhere near dead.
Okay, so I know a lot of people don't know what MagFed is,
Yeah.
but as far as it's being dead, there's a lot of us that are out here that are keeping that portion of the sport like completely alive and healthy.
I agree. I agree. And you're one of them, man. You're definitely one of them, bro. I have. It's funny. I watched your video earlier, man, this morning. It was pretty fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, man, this dude he's really in the battle, you know. But
Yeah,
I know the one thing that caught my attention was your name. Um,
yeah.
why the name?
All right, so backstage, you and I talked about paintball being therapy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So for me, it was a little bit before the pandemic started. I needed something to release my anger, my stress and frustration. I played paintball years ago, but it just so happened somebody was selling a Project Salvo
okay,
Tippmann paintball gun on OfferUp for like $60, and I was like, so when I jumped into it, I started doing it. I had a GoPro at home, and I put a GoPro on the helmet, and then I started filming it. I was like, you know what, this is fun. I was like, I need to come up with a name.
yeah,
So it's dumb. It's dumb. Don't laugh.
yeah,
On Netflix, there's a TV show that was called OA, and they used that to say like original angel or something like that. I
yeah.
don't exactly remember what it was, but I liked the fact that they were calling them OA. And I
Hmm.
was like, you know what? That's gonna be my name. So I just kind of mixed it around, and OA now stands for the Odd Assassin. I do some of the dumbest things on the paintball field. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have done them. Tag somebody out with a plastic knife,
Oh yeah, yeah.
uh,
Okay.
coming through with a tomahawk.
Yeah.
So, and my full name is Larry Hall the Fourth. So I just threw the four on there. So sounds
Wow.
pretty dope. I want to hear it over the radio, like when you, oh four,
Yeah.
you there? Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely dope, man. I like that name. Shoot. I go by Lone Wolf, but shoot, if I had a chance to change that name again, I'd change that name. You know?
But
But
it's kind of grown. At first, I was like, yeah, this is. Whenever I would say it, I'd be like, this is kind of dumb.
yeah.
But as I started going out and playing, and I started to build a following, and I also started to get friends on the paintball field.
Yeah.
You started hearing OA, yo, OA, and I was just like, yo, that's pretty dope. I like it.
Mm.
There
Wow.
was one guy, he tried to change my. We were playing, Cousins Paintball in New Jersey.
I sure do.
Okay, so we were
Manchester,
playing
right?
Manchester, yes.
Manchester. Okay. Very familiar with it.
So we were playing, Hercules,
Yeah,
the dude that.
Hercules. Hitman. Hitman.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, that's my guy.
he
Shout
was
out to
he was
Hitman.
hosting an event,
Yeah.
and SOK was out there, but your chapter from New York.
Okay.
But the team that I was with, he was like, "Yo, your name is dumb. We got to call you something else." And I was like, "But that's my call sign." And he was
Right.
like, "Nah, it's too much." I said, "But just say OA." He was like, "Nah, it just doesn't work." After I finished playing all day with him, he was like, "You know what? You earned it. I'm gonna call you whatever
Oh,
you want me to call you."
wow. And this was Hercules saying that.
No, this wasn't Herc. This was a team that I was playing with. I'm not trying to throw any shade on them or anything like that.
Okay.
So I won't mention the team I was playing with, but it
Right.
was at one of his events.
Mm.
But he had I don't know if you've ever been to any Herc events, but that event, it was pretty dope.
What's
You
the name
kind
of
of
it?
got to be, oh man, I cannot remember. I
Mm.
cannot remember, but it was a Magfed only event.
Last year?
No, it was about 2 years ago.
Okay. 2 years ago. Okay.
But you had to run missions continuously.
Yeah.
So you didn't know when your team was going to get spun up. So he put that little aspect in it that would call you and you had to complete the mission in a certain amount of time and then relay that back. I mean, it was a pretty awesome setup the way he had it done.
Nice. Nice.
And you got to play that tactical side of MagFed paintball
Yeah.
versus that dump the paint side,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
The last time I actually attended to hurt when I hurt events was kicking doors at
In New York,
Pinnacle,
right? Was that in New York? Kicking
Pinnacle,
doors?
New Jersey. The
Okay.
new store opened up. That was actually back. That was actually this year in February. Yeah, February. This year, February. That's the last event that he actually had. I attended to, and the one before that, I believe it was at Manchester. It was called 13 Hours Operation.
What did you guys have to do? Because we might have been at the same place.
Man, there's a lot of missions that day. I'm not gonna lie. I'm talking about we had to actually there's a video I have. I have to find it, but there's a video. Um, we had to basically detonate the bombs. I think
All
it
right.
was three bombs in three different locations. We only got to two locations, which put us up a few times.
Was
Not
one of them in a helicopter?
Yeah, helicopter,
Okay.
helicopter,
At the
and
end of the day,
yeah,
was it a battle when a team was down in a ravine
it was at night though. The last battle was at nighttime.
and Hook came through with night vision?
Night vision, yeah.
We were there at the same time.
Really? Oh wow. Yeah, I remember because I didn't have night vision, but I went hunting that day. Actually, I actually took out four of his guys, and they was confused as if I was an enemy or not. So I actually had my knife and my handgun in my hand. I was just taking like everyone out.
Listen, me and my guy, we laid in the grass. You know where the little castle is?
Yeah.
We laid in the grass right outside the castle. They literally walked right between us. Like when I tell you feet were like right next to our head. It was
Yeah.
literally right there. And you would roll and be like, pop, and you're like, I hope that didn't give off my location.
Right.
I think I took out about like five guys.
Mm.
Then I got up and I ran into the castle because I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide from Herc with those night vision goggles. So I just sat in the corner, and every time somebody walked by, I shot them in their
Yeah.
rear end. Family friendly.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Me and you might have came across each other and didn't even realize it. But now that I
Yes,
think
sir.
about it, I actually was there. I definitely was there, but I'm trying to remember your face, man. I know it's hard, because when you're in the game and everything, the game mode, like you're not thinking of, oh man, I'm just trying to play, like I'm trying to get this mission popping. But wow, that's crazy. I definitely
Yeah,
remember.
man.
Yeah, I remember
And
all that.
if I'm not mistaken, Herc had a little tent, and you would have to go to your mission briefings. And
Yeah. Yep.
yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That was it right there. Wow.
Small world.
Very
Small,
small
small
world.
world.
Very small world. That is crazy. Man, that's the last time we ever I could have had an event with them. Not the last one, but that was definitely it. Wow. That was last year, I believe. So
So the time gets away from me. Like,
yeah.
I right now between my wife and I, we have a total of 6 kids. Five of them are in and out. So, there's always like stuff going on.
Yeah.
So paintball, like playing, it's like the year flies by so fast, and you're like, "Yo, I just started playing. What happened?"
Yeah.
And then it's December, and it's like, "Yo, wait, I want to get like in 7 more games."
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And it's like, "Wait, you have soccer today? Why did you have soccer today?" No, all jokes aside, there was one day I left early for the park.
Yeah.
I rushed the refs to start the games. So I arrived at like 9. And I rushed the refs to start the games. So we started running games. I was like, all right, we're gonna do another game. By
Yeah,
1 o'clock, I packed up all my stuff, headed back over to the other side of town, which was about 45 minutes,
yeah.
to arrive at my son's soccer game. And I was like, but I'm walking in drenched in paint,
Oh man,
dirty pants and all. But I was like, you know what?
you here?
This is I'm here.
You made it. You made it. Yeah. Dang. And man, that's what I'm telling you. Paintball will do that to you, man. Paintball is definitely like a game changer, a life changer. Like, it been times where people wanted me to come to this event, this event. I'm like, yo, I'm playing paintball first. I'll be there later. Like, I'm not missing no
Right,
paintball event. Because
right.
that's how it's just how fun it is. Like, it takes you to a whole different realm. It's like Mortal Kombat, bro. Like, you're in a whole battle, and you go to the next realm, and you're just battling constantly.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
it's realistic. It's too Magfed paintball is too realistic. I'm telling you. I mean, it's like you can't beat that time at all. You can't beat that style. It's just
I'm
amazing.
gonna say it gets more realistic when you use first strike rounds. Because first
Oh
strike
yeah,
rounds
yeah,
remind you
yeah,
that paintball
yeah,
hurts.
yeah. Paintball, man. Like the first strikes. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I came across first strike is when I went to play actual paintball back in 2019. I had a
Uh-huh.
TMC gun. I just got my first TMC gun. I mean, I didn't know how to use it. I had issue with it the first time. So this guy came over to me. Shout out to my guy, Anthony, goes by Nomad. He's like, yo, you a Magfed player? I'm like, what's Magfed? He was like, Magfed's realistic, same guns, just use all magazines. I said,
Right.
I said, nah, but I'm definitely down to try it out. He's like, well, come join us. We sure anyway. It's like, cool. I go over there. These guys had some crazy guns. It was like, yo,
They
what
look
is
like
this?
they were arms dealers, right?
Yeah, like it was real. I'm like, yo, what is that? Like, you had a box mat, you had a diadem, and at that time, I didn't know what it was. We had a long sniper. I'm like, wow, like this is crazy. And that was the first squad that I ran with and joined. Shout out to the Renegade, man. Renegade squad. Shout out to my guy Maven, Forge, my guy Ryan Anthony, man. Those guys taught me the wave of MagFed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And after you did it, you never went back.
No, I didn't go back. And it's funny, that same day is the first time I got shot by a first strike.
Where'd you get shot?
I got shot in the right shoulder. Pain. I'm talking about like that thing put me on my ass. That's how
Right,
bad it hurt. That's how bad it
right.
hurt. I was like, whoa. Like,
I
what
want
is this?
one.
First
You
strikes.
get, you get shot by one, you be like, oh, and you be like, I want one. Where do I get it?
But I'm not gonna lie, I was in pain probably for like it was I kept a bruise there for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks. Yeah,
And
3 weeks.
now, but the beauty of it, like with first strike rounds, the reason I love first strike rounds so much is because it kind of levels the playing field for
Yeah,
those that don't paint.
yeah,
Like I play against a lot of speedballers,
yeah,
and I love the way they are able to get their fingers to dance. They sound like drummers when they really get it going. They be like,
yeah,
and you're like, yo, and you're sitting behind a bunker,
yeah.
and it's like, and you're
It
like,
keeps
okay,
coming. It keeps coming. It never stops.
right, and you're like, all right. I know you're probably through like three pods, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait a little bit, stick my hand out a little bit. But
yeah,
the first strike round, I'm telling you, like you can stand back, they're putting down loads of paint, and you're
yeah,
like, zip, boom,
yeah.
it levels the playing field.
One thing about playing against speedballers, man, because I played against a bunch of speedballers. I'm talking about at different events, sometimes on walk-on days. I haven't really played walk-on days like that ever since they started having MagFed meetup at on Target paintball. Um, so right now, I just really play just only MagFed whenever. But last time I played against speedballers on a walk-on day, man, it had to been like Had it been last year, I'm gonna say last year in November. No,
How'd it go?
I'm lying. December. And that's actually when they had an event actually at Cousin Paintball. They had a scenario game. I think it was called Dark Ops.
Uh-huh.
Either Dark Ops or yeah, Dark Ops. I think it was Dark Ops last year. Last time I actually had played against Speedballers. It was great. Oh man, I actually moved out with when it's okay that day actually. And this is when I had my own squad, the Terror Killers. So we actually all just ran out. Actually, no, I'm lying. We actually played against. I think it was Speedballers versus Magfed players, but the
Oh
majority
no.
of yeah, that's what it was. Okay, it was Speedball versus Magfed players, but at this time we joined forces with the Pirates. Shout out to the Pirates from Picasso Lake, New Jersey. We played with this, we played with the Pirates, and we played against every Magfed player. It was
That's what's
crazy.
up.
It was crazy. That was crazy. And man, I say first strike was flying that day. First strike was flying.
That's the only way you can do it right.
Yeah,
Because
it's hard.
if not, they will demolish you
Yeah,
unless your tactics are sound.
yeah,
Speedballers are cocky and they like to run and
yeah.
slide. So
They are. And for me, I look against people. I love speedballers. I would never be a speedballer though, but hey, I
it costs
respect
too
them.
much.
Oh yeah, it's that is definitely like a money maker over there. Like I can't even remember last time I even paid for like 2 boxes of
Right,
round ball. Like
right. A box of round ball will last me 5 days of play with round ball, and that's with using a mag box.
mm, yeah, last time I even grabbed a box, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Last time I even grabbed a case probably was a few months ago. Like
And it's
had it been March.
probably still sitting with you right now.
It was. I had to throw it out. Unfortunately, man, I actually had a spill, and a lot of it came out. I was pretty pissed, but that's cool. But first strikes, they were fine. That's all that
Oh,
matters.
it,
You know?
that's the beauty of first strikes too.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have to keep them temperature controlled and things like that, but they're not as finicky as just normal round paintball that gets all the dents in it.
yeah.
So, and I'm sorry, I got off track. I talk a lot. So, um,
Nah, you good, bro.
I'm talking about the
Always a moment.
density of paintballs at this point in time.
Yeah, it's always a moment, bro. Always a moment. But no, man, I know for you, MagFed, your style of play. So I want to say you're a gunner. Am I right?
I would be I'd be a mid gunner.
Mid gun, okay. Why
I'm
that?
not I'm not the tip of the spear. I'm
Mm,
the blunt force of the spear that comes behind it.
mm, nice, nice. So
So, like, here's the difference. Like, you guys, what, you're 25, right?
25.
You shave a few seconds off of your running than I do.
Yeah,
So, I'm 37.
right.
So, when we start sprinting, I'll probably be with you, and then you'll start to break away a little bit, but I'm coming right behind you. So, if you're going for the objective, the moment that you smash into it, I'm smashing into it right behind you. I got your back. I'm covering you.
Nice. That's what's
Um,
up.
so, I'm trying to get into the fact of being like more of a commander.
Okay.
But I don't like staying in the back. I hate staying in the back. I like being in the mix,
Yeah,
like a lot.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
I would be a gunner, a mid gunner.
Mm,
I try to keep it as light as I can, but I keep forgetting. But
mm,
I have a lot of different setups. So I have a setup. It depends on what you need me for that day. But 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be running the mag box. And if they allow first strike rounds, I'll keep a couple mags, like maybe 60 rounds,
yeah.
just in case you need to do that marksman shooting.
Mm. Now the mag box, that's a MCS box, right? Gen 2?
Yes, yes, yes.
MCS. Okay. Wow, I actually just sold mine. I feel bad for it, but oh well.
So I have a love hate relationship with it.
Ah,
Like
that
when it
sounds about
works,
right. That sounds about
it
right.
works. When it
Yeah,
doesn't work,
yeah,
it is a mother sucker. Like most of the time, what'll happen if I get like warped paint.
yeah,
So if it's a little bit too big, it'll start sticking on the inside. Or the gun itself, it shoots quiet, so there's not a lot of vibration. So if I'm going in like a heavy fight and I'm like da 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 da, I may start misfiring, and I'm like, dang. I mean,
yeah.
it's hit me a couple times. Like I was in the middle of a firefight, somebody's coming around the corner. I pull the trigger, and it's like click, 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 and you know how you're
Yeah.
like that mother sucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of problems with mine, but I'm not gonna lie. When I had that box, um, well, the first one I'm gonna say the Gen One, when I had that box, it was good, but I had a lot of breaks in it. I mean, the cleaning was just annoying. Then I'm on the field, it would shoot pretty good, then it just stopped. The
Yeah,
programming was just too much. I just got tired of it.
yeah,
Then I got rid of that and got the Gen 2. That was pretty cool, but I didn't use it as much as I thought I would until I grabbed the diadem box. Man,
right.
I fell in love with that. Still do to this day. Like,
It's big though.
yeah, but it gets the job done.
It does get the job done, but it's big.
It gets the job done. I mean, I've been in situations where I cleared out a whole side with that box. Easy.
I believe it.
And
I
I mean,
believe it.
it holds 350. Yeah, 350.
Two
It's not
pods, a little bit more than two pods actually. So you
yeah.
can walk out into the field with just that.
Yeah, and I'd be good. I'll be good with
That's
that box.
so I'm thinking about getting one, but the problem is it costs a lot, man.
You're better off. I'm gonna be honest. You're better off joining a group to try to get that because if you join like a paintball group on Facebook or something like that, or just any group out there, they usually have those type of things. I mean, you can get your hand on it for like maybe 250 now, maybe 300.
Well, I'm saving up my money for the Defender.
Smart man.
So if I need to
Smart
if I
man.
need to dump, so my bag box, I have a 90, probably a 90% success rate with it. So I can get it to work and I can
Yeah,
get it to do what it needs to do. And
yeah,
there are certain things I have to like you said, the cleaning is a beast. I have to clean it all the time. So
yeah,
if I put 500 rounds through it, I should clean it.
yeah.
And in one day, I probably will put probably about 500 rounds through it, maybe. So just clean it out. But if I'm gonna go something that's gonna put down a lot of paint, I just want the Defender. And I know a lot of people haven't seen a lot of them out there. It's kind of like a white whale right
Yeah.
now. But the times that I've seen that gun used, I mean, it was amazing. And I'm kicking myself in the rear end because one guy a couple of years back was trying to sell me his for $150, but it was broken.
Mm.
And at the time, I had just gotten into paintball. And I was like, oh, it's broken. I don't know how much. I don't want to just waste my money. But I should have got it. I've torn apart more guns right now to make them work than anything else. So I should
Mm.
have already done it. Now I'm kicking
Mm.
myself in the rear end because he already sold it. And I'm just like, no.
This was a defender, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
$150. He didn't know what he had.
They're actually easy to fix. I'm not gonna lie. I knew a guy that had his defender. Probably still got it. I'm not sure he does. I believe he still does, but he had problems with it. But we took it to the shop. They showed him basically how to like. It's very easy to maintenance, but they showed him how to program it and basically how to use it. And he hasn't had a problem since. Like that's how
Not
good it is.
listen. I I have gone as much as researching the breakdown of it. I
Yeah,
really want one. I mean, but I can't justify spending $900
yeah,
on another. I have a MCS,
yeah.
no, a Milsig 17.
Okay,
I have the EMF 100. I have the Tipman Tip X. I have a TMC Tipman. I have a little paintball hopper gun. It's an enemy. And I also have a Tippmann A5. So with all of those paintball guns, I
Mm.
cannot justify spending $800
Wow.
for another gun. Yeah.
Man, I actually sold my M17. I love that gun. That was actually my third best gun I had until uh I had problems with it too. The O-ring would give me issues, man. But after a while, it was good. I just had to let it go. I was hurt letting it go because that was like my third best gun. But once I
Yeah.
got the MG100 and T15, it was over, bro. So now I only run those three guns, including my TPM1 Glock pistol.
So I heard a lot of things about the Glock. I heard a lot of things, like mixed reviews, because the caliber of the paintball is smaller.
42
It
caliber.
stings but doesn't break. Is that true? Because I haven't been shot by one.
Mm. I don't know. I haven't had an issue with that yet. I'm sorry. The only issue I probably had, but it's usually the magazines. You have to clean the magazines very good because you can take it out and just it can be in your pouch, but it can fall out your pouch and go in some dirt. So my only issue was a jam, and it only jammed because the magazine was dirty.
Okay.
But
But the
other than that,
blowback has to be like the blowback function has to look cool as hell.
oh, trust me, when I shoot it, it feels like it's a 9 millimeter gun, no
Really?
doubt. It does. It has a great kickback to it. I love it. Um, I got some great shots off with that gun with a lot of people, some great kills. So I can say it's probably the best. That's one of the best guns.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking about that or the First Strike Compact, the FSC.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to set up my sniper loadout, and I think that would be a good idea to have it. But I got to get used to being a sniper too. I don't like sitting still.
It requires patience. That's one thing I can say about this sport. If you are a sniper, you have to be patient.
That's true.
Like that requires a lot. I know for me, um, I haven't sniped a lot. Only time I actually snipe, and that's if I feel like sniping is when I'm playing big scenario games.
Right.
But even big games like that, I don't really snipe. Like it's hard. Like I can snipe and I could just be running up on somebody for a whole sniper gun.
Right.
So
Right.
it's
Uh,
weird.
I can't. I tried to get into the sniping side of it, but like sitting still, and I like being in the mix. I like being in the action.
Yeah.
The only time that I'm not in the action is when I'm playing kind of like insurgency,
Okay.
like trying to go to the edge of the tape, especially on big games. Go to
Yeah.
the edge of the tape, sneak up behind enemy lines. I've done plenty of those. You come up out of nowhere. As long as you start walking confidently behind their lines, they're not paying attention to the strap on your arm. They're like, "What's
Yeah.
up? What's up? What's up?" And then you're like, "You're dead. You're dead. You're dead."
Yeah.
Like, where the hell did you come from?
Yeah.
Crawled out of the bushes over there.
Wait.
That's
So one of my questions to you, who do you like playing against the most, Magfed players or speedballers?
uh, that's tough. I like playing against speedballers because most speedballers give me a extreme challenge.
Hmm.
Speedballers tend to play fast and hard.
Yeah.
Magfed players tend to play tactical and concealed. So when I go up against a speedballer, they literally work on that snapshot.
Yeah. Snapshot.
Um, and I like taking them out. I like that snapshot. I like being able to pop out and get that kill, even though they're sending 50 rounds down my way.
I'm about to say that too. Yeah,
Oh
sitting
man,
around.
listen, when they know where I'm at, it's a
Yeah.
wrap. But I'm fast, so a lot of times if you have a beat on me, if there's a good cover point, I can explode out for my cover and hit the other piece of cover before you even know what happened.
Hmm.
One of my guys, he's a speedballer, and he was like, "Yo," he said, "I saw you moving." He said, "But I couldn't get my arc to catch you. I was trying to get in front of you." He said, "But you were moving too fast."
Hmm.
That's why, bro. That's why I have knee pads. That's why I have the built-in knee pads because
Yeah.
I'm six. I'm 6'1", 215 pounds. When I start running, it's hard to stop me.
You're a big guy.
So
Understand?
that's kind of when I play Magfed. What I really like playing with Magfed is when we get to play like the tactical scenarios,
Yeah.
um, like the stuff that they have in New York, like the door kickers and things like that. That's where Magfed really becomes super fun and competing against other Magfed players. And that's kind of what one of my dreams is to create um, a competition. Have you ever played Rainbow Siege?
I heard of it, but never played. No.
So if you imagine Call of Duty, but there's 4-man teams and it's elimination. So I would love for MagFed to have, 30 teams on one field, have a little town that's built up on a field maybe like the size of a football field, maybe 100 yards by 100 yards. I know that's larger than a football field,
Yeah.
but 100 yards by 100 yards, and have cameras set up everywhere. Each individual, they have a forward cam, a rear cam, and a gun cam,
Yeah.
and we're able to cut through the images as you have your team running through. So you get to see and be a part of all the action, and kind of have that tactical scenario where everybody is either achieving objectives or um, fighting for the domination. And I think that will push MagFed into the limelight where people can be like, you know what, that's dope. It's kind of going to be like Ninja Warrior. Like there's no reason that you watch Ninja Warrior, but whenever it's on, it's like, yo, they get you for a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how what my vision is for MagFed paintball. It's just the money.
Yeah. And like I said to you, earlier, everything's a process.
It is.
Um, and I know a lot of people hate the process because they want to get there. You
That's
know,
me.
they want to get there. But I'm gonna just share a little story with you. I know for me, the process of becoming the best version of me, you
Right.
know, I had to go through a lot of trials and tribulation. Um, even losing my father at the age of 19,
Man, I'm
you
sorry to
know,
hear that.
oh, it's okay, bro. Appreciate that. Um, I know losing a father was hard, but
Right.
I know having him in my life until for all that time, I realized that he gave me a lot of wisdom,
Right.
that I still have to this day. And I know for me, I always had visions, I always had a plan, and I always believe in purpose. When you have purpose, you have life.
Right.
Because there's no way you're living on earth with no purpose, with no
Right.
plan. It's like, man, God gives you a purpose and a plan, but it's up to you if you want to do it or not.
I
And
agree.
I know for MagFed, man, I always say MagFed is a therapy session, but the
It
fact
is.
that I come across people from all over, that to me is purpose, because someone asked me on my podcast, my last podcast, shout out to my guy Mayhem. He asked me, would you um, take people or objective? And I had to be honest with him. I'm taking people because when you, to me, it always been about trust.
Right.
It always been about building relationships, building that bond, on the field and off the field.
Right.
Objective is just an objective, that's going to always be there. That never goes away. But
Right.
people, relationship goals, that to me is always the key to life.
I agree.
And there's no
But
way you
without the
can,
people, you can't achieve the objective.
no. And I'm gonna just say this, some people will break you, and some people will help you break records. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
So that's
Either
how I look at it.
either they're running through a wall to get to you, or they're running through walls for you.
Yeah. And for me, I'm all about support. I'm all about helping people, you know, have have them find their best version, find who they are, search for their purpose because everyone has a purpose on this earth. I don't care who you are and what lifestyle you live. Everyone has a purpose. So even in paintball, I use my voice in paintball to get to people because you never
Right.
know what somebody's going through. And I'm gonna just be honest. I came across people who is dealing with life right this moment, and I'm talking about, man, like it's getting to them so much that they're ready to just say, you know what, I can't do this no more. I'm ready to just say I'm giving up. And that right there is like, nah, bro, you can't give up, man. You got a life ahead of you.
Right.
Like
Right.
young, old, you have a whole life ahead of you. Like it don't just stop here. You gotta keep pushing yourself. You gotta keep striving for your goals. You gotta keep striving for the best version of you. If you stop now, then everyone that's counting on you is going to say, you know what, I'm going to give up. I can't
Right.
do this. And that's a hurt feeling when people are counting on you. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I'm 25, but a lot of people look up to me. And no matter what age they are, everyone always the key word, watch. Like they're watching me to see if I'm gonna fail or pass, but they're watching me to see if I want to stay true to my character.
Right.
And character is a big thing in sports. Like I go by lone wolf, right? So even
Right.
though I go by lone wolf, and I will explain why I go by that, but lone wolf is my character. You
Right.
know, lone wolf is a person who's a wolf. Also, he's alone hunting people, hunting what he has to do to survive, kill, and necessary. Um, I'm sorry, to survive, kill, and to overcome. Um, So that's my character. But in reality, I'm all about people. On the field, I'm lone wolf, but outside of paintball, I'm a people person. Shout out to my guy with paintball. He paid the way for me to be here. And so I'm paying that with for me to be there for people.
So you're paying it forward, giving
Yeah.
back already. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, but that your story is a compelling story, and it, it resonates with a lot of people.
Mm.
And paintball being therapy, like so, life hits you hard, right?
Yeah.
But when you get stung by that paintball does not compare to the frustrations of life.
Mm.
But that paintball stinging you reminds you that you are still alive and that you're working on something. So if you get stung enough, you start to realize, you know what? I can operate a little differently. And you come there've been times that I've walked off the field after being like domed,
Yeah.
like shot dead in the center of the forehead. And I walked off the field, I was like, yo, that sucks. I got this big old knot in the center of my forehead. But then I get that epiphany that, yo, I could have gone a different way. And then I get home and I'm like, yo, that problem that I had in this world, there's a way around it. Because the ding I got in my forehead doesn't compare to the dings that I get on everyday life. So I can work them out to make it make sense for me.
Yeah.
So I get where
It's
you're
like a wake
coming
up
from
call.
100%.
Yeah. It's a wake up call.
It is a wake up call.
It's a wake up call because I'm going to share this with you as well. Last Magfed meetup at on Target, paintball, by the way. I remember getting shot, right? So
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, I actually was looking around too hard, and I never do that. I always, look through the crack or something. And
Right.
then I make my move. But this time I was out in the open for too long. I got shot literally right here, like straight forehead shot. I mean, man, it was a perfect shot. Shout to my guy Mayhem again for shooting me. And I will get him back playing. But man, when he shot me, bro, when I tell you that I fell on my ass, and when I got up, it was so slow. It was hot. Don't get me wrong, it was very hot that day. I think it's about
Right.
89 degrees, but it felt like 100, honestly. But when I got up, I walked up to the to the ref. I went all the way out of bounds. I took my mask off a little bit halfway, and I was stunned by the headshot. And I
Right.
almost like part of me wanted to give up.
Right.
But that character just kicked in like this so fast. And the ref was like, yo, you want to sit out? Get some water? We can, call up a truck. I said, no, bro, put my mask back on, wipe this paint off for me. Any other paint is on me, wipe it off. I'm getting back in. He's like, yo, that a boy, man. Go fucking get him. When I tell you that I like that energy just went crazy. I mean, I call it the lone wolf mentality. Like, I love it. I love my character because I'm not about giving up. Why would I give up? All right. I fell on my ass. Now get back up. Get back in the fight. Because you got guys that's waiting for you to push. You got guys that's waiting for you to lead the way. Just like when somebody bring you down or knock you down, you gotta get back up.
Right.
Because if you don't get back up, who's gonna lead these people?
You're right.
It's just
so what I'm hearing you say, like the name Lone Wolf doesn't mean that you're out here doing it by yourself. Exactly. What I hear you saying with Lone Wolf is that in the leadership role that you're in, sometimes you may be that lone wolf that's scouting the path so that everyone else that's coming behind you can get through safely. But not everybody can go on that path. You need a small group. You need that individual that can quickly maneuver so that other people can get through and they don't have to deal with all of the obstacles that you may have had to deal with in going through it.
Yeah.
It sounds like to me, like when you bring somebody into paintball, you tell them the shortcuts on, all right, here's Hopper, here's Magfed. I have 2 guns. Try out my gun, see which one you like. Oh, you like that? Let me tell you how you can get it for the right price. Here's what to look for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, it sounds like you're that guy. If you have an extra mask that day, it sounds like you bring extra gear just so you can let people try out the gear.
Yeah. Because you never know. You never know who you might come across, and you just might save their life.
You're right.
I'm just being honest. I mean, you come across people all the time, and you don't know what they're going through. Like, they could be going through hell at home. Well, I guarantee you, if you show them what you do and how you do it, that might make them want to just come out and be on a positive mindset.
I love this. Yeah, I love that. As paintballers, and this is not just Magfed, but it's paintballers. Like, you see people that come into the park, we are able to just go over to them and be like, "Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
you're running with me today. Let me tell you what you need to do. What's your name? You ever played before? You didn't play. All right, here's what you're gonna need to do. This is this obstacle on this place.
Yeah,
stay away from that. Don't go there.
Yeah.
And then when you get on the field, like I have known when I've been on the field that you're playing with some of the newer people. They're like, I don't know where to go. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab your collar, right? When I yank you up, you run behind me, all right? No, yes, no, yes, we're going. This is how you get into this.
Yeah.
Why do I have to go up that close? Because the rental gun you have don't shoot that far. You gotta come with me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But when you get off the field and that person is like, yo, that was exciting.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I never would have thought about doing that. Yo, you achieved the objective. I didn't get it. You got it. You were there with me. Yeah, I was taking the shots. Listen, bro, I will stand up and I will serve as cover for any new guy that's coming to play paintball.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you just make yourself as small as you can behind me. I'll take all the hits. He was like, yo, you're going to get shot a lot. As long as you can get where you need to be and you can get that shot, I'm good with that.
People love your style of play. I mean, trust me, when they see what you got on and the gun you got, they're gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna watch this guy and how he moves, and that will determine if I can run with him or not.
And that's one of the things I love about speedballers.
Yeah.
Even when you're a Magfed player and you come on the field and they're like, all right, not them, not them. Watch him. And you're like, yo, why are you watching me? Nah, something just doesn't look right. And I'm like,
yeah, that's a good answer.
you know I'm a threat. All right, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I have had that, bro. I had that many times, man. I had people say, yo, like, and it's crazy. Like, I'm so well known on the east side so much that when I come out, people like, yo, Wolf is here. Like, Lone Wolf is here. Like, yo, that dude is no joke. Like, watch out for him. And it's funny. I remember this story like it was yesterday. I remember playing at this event. Actually, no, I remember having a meetup on Target, and I think I didn't come out for a few months. But when I came out, everyone was so happy to see me, and the ones that I was playing against, it was like, yo, like, we know what you're gonna do. I was like, now how you know, man? I could be rusty. You know, I ain't playing like 2 or 3 months. Come on. Like,
yeah.
He was like, nah, bro, I know you. Like, when you come out, you coming out. I mean, you're right. I am coming out.
And that's respect. I can appreciate that respect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever walked onto the field and someone just recognized you from like YouTube or Instagram and they're like, yo, that's you, right?
Yeah, all the time.
How surreal is that?
Man, that's actually amazing, bro. I mean, it's an amazing feeling when you're recognized because that tells you that you're doing something right.
Right.
But I don't let the fame get to me though. I'm not a person that's fame. I'm more on wealth. You know, like I said in the beginning, I'm always on people. Like I'm focused on people. You know, I want to always help people. Like that's my goal. You know, the fame you can keep. That's not why I'm here. The money you can keep. I'm here for the people. You know, if I had a chance to, if somebody telling me, would you choose money over people? No, I'm going to choose people over money. Because people is what matters.
And the people will help you get wherever you need to be.
Yeah.
The right people.
Yeah, because you know, money comes and goes. You can have $1 million today, and that million can be gone tomorrow, just like that.
Absolutely.
Like you can have all the money in the world, and that money just you're gonna waste it. You're gonna buy something stupid anyway. Like, what's the point?
Right. I agree with you.
So I'm always choose people over money.
That's what's up. So you talk to me about my style of play. What's your style of play? Are you the tip of the spear?
Man, I'm front line. I mean, you see my front screen, like you see me, like that guy right there is front line. Like there's nothing like I'm a straight gunner. Like I'm straight moving forward, you know. Like you will never catch me in the back. You will never see me retreat. I'm always moving forward.
Absolutely.
Like it's like, what's the point of retreating if you know that you got guys coming towards you?
Right. You have to hold the line because once you break, they can start overwhelming that line.
Oh, once they see that you broke the line, oh, trust me, they're coming with full force.
I know.
Like
I know. And that whenever you play mostly Magfed meetups, so you have a lot of people that are experienced. A lot of times I may be playing walk-on days, and that's one of the things that I try to get my new folks to remember. Hey, if you get shot, tag back in and try to get back up to that position that you were before, because we need bodies there. and that holds the line from them overrunning us. And that's if there's no 50 on the field.
Right.
So if there's no 50, yeah, we need to be able to get up and move and keep going. But even more than that, like communication
Yeah.
in your play is paramount. Like being able to call out where people are, because I may be on this bunker right here and a guy is 6 feet away from me, but I don't have a shot because if I get up, that guy on that angle over there. So I
Yeah.
need you to pin him so I can get him. And I need to be able to call you to be able to do that. And that's one of the things that I enjoy about the team that I'm a part of.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Vultures. So I like that I've been able to play with them enough to know a lot of their tactics, and
Yeah.
we can communicate so that we can make the movements that are needed to win the game.
Yeah. It, I'm not gonna lie. When you're playing Magfed, man, and honestly, any even a speedballer, like you have to have trust.
Yeah,
Like you have to, that trust has to kick in sooner or later.
yeah.
And one thing about me, anyone that runs with me will tell you this. Like I'm big on trust. Like you have to have my six. I got your six. If you want to move, let's move. If you want to take out 20 guys, let's take out 20 guys.
Let's
But
go.
you have to stay. You have to stay by my side. Like don't leave me because I've been in situation. And this is before I got who I am now. Like where guys have left me, and I took out like seven guys, and they just left because they thought we would get flanked hard. Like you have to learn how to trust that partner, trust your partner.
Right.
So when that person left me, I took out all seven guys. I had, for one, two grenades. I threw one, and I had a box mat. What am I running for?
Right. You
So
have enough ammo.
and it's funny when he ran back, he got shot by his own teammate because they thought
Uh,
that they was coming. So I'm not gonna say that's karma, but like I said, man, like things happen to people. Like you have to, like I'm big on trust, and anyone that plays with me knows that I'm moving forward, knows that hey, we're gonna move out together. Let's do it.
you can find a lot of those individuals. I think with paintball, I think it gets to the point where sometimes people are a little afraid. And
Fear. It's
I
fear.
keep trying to tell them that once you get shot a few times, I mean, it stings, but it doesn't. I'd rather be shot by 15 paintballs than being stung by a hornet again.
I'm gonna be honest. When you're getting shot, it only hurts for about 10 seconds,
Right.
and that pain goes right away. I mean,
Except for
man.
when you play, except for when you play Iron Man.
Oh man, Iron Man. Huh. I haven't played that one in a while. Even
I,
even even that, man. Like it's like I said, it's all about your character.
I play, I play, I played quite a few Iron Mans,
Yeah,
and yeah, yeah,
crazy, crazy, right?
I got shot a lot.
Uh,
There was one point in time I ran up on someone, and it was their entire crew, and I'm nailing them. I'm like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh," like, and that's when I was using my M17. So I
yeah,
was doing bursts, brah, 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 and they started lighting me up. But I was like, yo, I was taking them, and then after a while, I was like, oh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I had to go back. I was like, I sat down. I was like, whoo, whoo, whoo. It was like
wow,
when you jump into a cold shower.
yeah,
Then I came back and I was like, all right, now y'all about to get it. So I mean, it's that's the beauty of it. That's the fun of it. You do some crazy stuff sometimes. That's my thing. But I mean, like you said, it's a part of the therapy process
yeah.
or the insanity process. You know, as Magfed paintballers, we're a little bit insane, just slightly.
It's always about your character, man. I have a question for you. When character kicks in, and I need you to define character for me. Character defines on the days when you don't feel like doing what you once said you would do long after you do it. So for
Okay.
you, how does your character define you on the field and off the field?
All right. So, first, to answer your first question, my definition of character is who you are at your core. So that's when people are looking, that's when people are not looking, that's when you make a mistake, how do you come back from that mistake?
Yeah,
So, like, for me to, like, completely honest on my side, if something happens and I lose my temper, I may be able to lose my temper and be like, "Yo, you're something, 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 something. Why the hell are you doing this?" But when I'm able to pull back, I'm able to recognize, "Yo, that wasn't their fault. You made a mistake, and you need to own up to what you say." So, a part of that character part is, how do you handle that? Do you
yeah,
just sweep it under the rug, or do you come back to that person and you say, "You know what? I was wrong."
yeah,
So, for example, I was playing against these guys, and this was like last month. I was playing against them all day. We were on opposite teams. So, the last game of the day, they were on my team, and I looked down from the tower, and they were like inside the box, and I tapped them, da 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 da, and then I was like, "Oh crap!" But getting out of it, I was like, "Yo, I am so sorry." I said, "Y'all owe me shots. I'll stand here and take the shots because y'all owe me shots. I lit y'all up, but y'all owe me those shots because you were on my team. I screwed up."
yeah,
So on the field, off the field, character on the field is being able to own up, is being able to mentor people, is being able to make sure that there's a good time and not taking things too seriously. Off the field, I'm a dad, so and I'm a husband and all this other stuff. So it's doing the stuff that I say I'm gonna do.
yeah,
Like one of the commitments that I made, I'm in school right now too. So I'm in school, I work full time, I do paintball, I do my videos as well. So I say I'm gonna put out content and I have to turn around to these monitors sometime and bang it out. But at the
yeah,
same time, if I promise my kids I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do that too. So I have to be held responsible for what I do to make sure that people know that I care about them and not just what they can give me, but our relationship. And that's where I think the character aspect of it really comes from.
hmm.
That was a long explanation to say I do what I say I'm going to do.
No, but what I got from you saying all of that is that you're a true leader. You know, most people don't lead like that. And I'm gonna just be real with you. Most people either don't know how to lead like that or they mislead
Right,
because they was misled.
right,
And I know it's hard when you're on the field and you have a selfish play. Like most dudes choose their own teammate and won't tell you, yo,
right,
my bad. They'll just walk off like, all right, game over.
right,
You know, when people go home, most people mistreat their wives, their
right,
their women, their kids.
right.
And you know, me as a speaker, I do speak for a living. I'm gonna say that I speak for a living. But when I talk to the youth, a lot of people are hurt. A lot of these young men are hurt, you
I
know,
agree.
and they don't have father figures or they don't have a father. But I'm gonna say this, you know, I spoke to a man yesterday by name David Goodman. And I remember telling him this that a lot of men are present but not present. It's like they can be in the household,
They're there, but they're not
but
present.
they're not present. Like they're not talking to you, or they're not having a conversation, or they're not giving you real game, real knowledge.
Right,
And that's the part that's hurting young men today
and women.
and women. But I remember Denzel Washington said this in this video in the interview he had a while back. He said that pain is passed down from father to son,
Right,
to son to daughter. If you don't bring any good to them, how am I going to bring? any good to myself? I'm sorry.
Right.
If you don't bring any good to yourself, how you gonna bring
How
any
you gonna
good to
bring that
them?
to them?
And when he said that, that just triggered me, bro. I mean, why? Like, it's like you are a reflection of like your son is a reflection of you.
That's true.
And it's like if you're not going to break that curse off of him, at least try to break it for yourself because they're going to follow you. And 9 out of 10, they're hurt. So I tell
That's a fact.
people, I just tell people like you have to learn how to talk to them. So when I'm on the field playing paintball or when I'm getting ready to load up, I always wind up talking to a kid that just want to have a conversation with me. And I
Right.
can see in their eyes that they're hurting because, their father just not in their life or their father is in their
Right.
life, but they're not supporting them how they're supposed to. And so for me, I'm not a father, but hey, when I talk to these kids, I motivate them. I said, listen, man, keep
Beautiful
going.
system that they may have at that point.
Keep going. I said, I
Right.
understand that pain is there, but you have potential to be better than your father.
That's right.
You have you
I
have
agree with you
potential.
100%.
You have potential. And so I always like give someone like, you know, they use my gun, my mask, like you said. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Like, it's actually fun.
Right.
And to me, I felt like I just won. How do I say this? I felt like I just won a goal because I allow someone to use my gear and I talk to them. And so now when they go home, they're gonna remember that. So when they
Right.
get older, they're gonna do the same thing for somebody else too.
And listen, I am on the same page as you. Like there was a young man, and I was like, "Yo," I said, "You've been running with me all day. Let's upgrade your goggles." He was like, "Yep, you're gonna let me wear these?" He's like, "I saw that these are like $200." I was like, "Yeah." I
Yeah,
said they look dope because they have the mirror lens. And he was like, "So
yeah,
I can wear this?" I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna look amazing." He
yeah,
was like, "So you're okay with me wearing it? Come on, you're good." But that
yeah,
made his day.
yeah,
One small thing.
yeah, yeah. Your style matters on the field and off the field. So the way you carry yourself, the way your character is, people are watching you. People see that. You know, they they. I'm not gonna say they want that, but they're looking to be in something like that in life.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. And I think that points out to the point that you're talking about when it comes to character. It helps build that character.
Yeah, yeah. I know building character is deep for a lot of people, but to me, it's amazing when you find yourself, find who you are. I feel like in paintball, man, a lot of people went through a lot during COVID, and the fact that their character kept them to this day, like it made them who they were.
Right.
You know, and paintball and off the field, like off the field, but it made them who they were. And people right now is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like a lot of people, I seen a lot of people grow. Like they're moving so fast, bro. It's like wow. Like you was just a regular paintballer dude who was going through all this. Now you're a commander. Now you're in the industry. Now you're a general. Now you're like you're just doing all these great things. It's like yo, like I'm proud of you. I love that. I love seeing people win. I love it, bro. It's amazing to me.
I agree. I agree.
And
But yeah, I mean, for me, that kind of sums up my existence on like the on the field, off the field, the
yeah,
tactics on the side of it,
yeah.
and I it just all comes together. I mean, that's what my point is. It just kind of all comes together. But I still have to do some more training too. So I just I just listen. I live in suburbia,
Yeah,
and for me to put on my gear sometimes, because in order for you to get the full effect, you have
yeah,
to have your mask on. You have to have
yeah,
your mask or the rig the way you want to set up. And I use a remote line. So that means a tag vest, a mask, and then my gun in the backyard. I have
yeah,
neighbors right here, right there. I don't want to look crazy.
going like a whole juggernaut.
Right, right. So like, I know for a fact I'm trying, and we just moved here not too long ago,
Okay.
at the beginning of the year. So I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
get to know both of my neighbors. So if
Yeah.
they see me in the backyard looking like SWAT,
Yeah.
that they don't get concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
that's my thing right now, and I don't want to make it look weird, but I want to practice some more. Um, and when I get make it out to the field, unfortunately, when I make it out to the field, I don't want to practice. I want to play, and you can call that practice, but I know I just need some dedicated time to snap shooting or the weird positions like one knee, gun all the way down to the ground, and trying to shoot through a crack. I
Yeah.
need a little bit more with that, and I'm just gaining up the confidence to do it without my neighbors thinking
Yeah.
I'm about to go shoot something up. All right, look, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you're a Magfed player,
Yeah.
and Magfed is closely related to ARs. And
Yeah.
a lot of stuff has been happening when it comes to guns and gun violence.
Yeah.
Do you think do you think that's going to affect the Magfed community, like in trying to get people to want to do it? Do you think that that's going to cause an issue for them getting into the sport because it reminds you so much of the things that are happening in real world?
It's a great question. Um, I have to be completely honest with you. No, I don't think that gun violence will ever affect MagFed itself. Um, I know people, sometimes not in a right mind,
Right,
but I know for me, and this is just me, and this is just my opinion only. Um, I got away from all that. Like MagFed paintball got me away from gun violence. I come from North Philly, so I can tell you everything about what's going on down here and how it's affecting people.
right,
But I guarantee you, if a lot of people open their eyes and they see that MagFed paintball exists, I think it would definitely change the culture. I think it would
ah,
definitely give us an edge on how we can make this happen because like MagFed paintball is already game changer, but it's
right,
growing like to a point where like we're getting better every time we go out there. Like
right,
we come across all kind of people, and when you're around different people, you're a whole new person. You're not even the same person you was back at home.
right.
So it's like gun violence is going to be gun violence wherever you go at. But I guarantee you, if people open their eyes and they see the bigger picture that Magpie Paintball exists, that Magpie Paintball is real, and that the fact that we're out here and we're making things happen like a platform like this, trust me, I think it would change a lot of people's lives.
So you're saying reach out to more people and use this as a avenue to de-escalate things like that because
Yeah,
now you have a net of people that you have to support you and you're not just by yourself.
correct.
That makes sense. That
You
makes
know,
sense. I rock with you on that one.
because think about it, if we had more fields, I guarantee you more people would come out. And the only reason why we're probably, going through what we're going through is because a lot of these fields is already closing down.
Right,
A lot of these owners is retiring and getting so old. Their kids don't want to, take on a business, so they have no choice but to, let go of what they started 20, 30 years ago.
right,
But people like us, guys like us, we want to keep this growing, keep this going. One day, I'm not gonna lie, one day I want to actually own my own paintball spot, my own paintball field, and I want to make this like the best thing to ever change someone's life. And you got to think about it. People come out from all over to come to on Target Park, and when they come, they have a great time. It's positive. I mean, the energy is unreal. I mean, it's amazing, and you're out there with different people from all over.
Right.
So it's like, man, like you don't really want to go home now.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Yeah. So that's my answer.
I love your answer. I love your answer.
It's my answer.
Hey man, listen, I told you I have a whole bunch of kids, right?
It's funny, you have six and I have six siblings.
So you know
And
how it is.
yeah,
So they've been five or four of them are here right now. So they've been gracious enough to be quiet, like
yeah,
you haven't heard from any of them.
yeah.
Um, but I'm getting close to that time.
Same here.
I don't want to cut you short or anything like that, but I do know I have to get to these guys.
Nice. Before we go, I have just had one question for you, man. I always finish with this question at all my podcasts. What encouragement or wisdom could you give to someone that is looking for a way out, and that wants to come to just paintball world, period? You know, either a speedballer or a Magfed player. Like, what wisdom and what encouragement could you give to them?
So,
I'm sorry, even even through your videos or on the field.
okay, this is gonna sound bad, but it sounds good. The Joker always said, "Why so serious?"
Mm, okay.
So the words of encouragement that I would give anybody is, "Why so serious? Why are you so serious about that one thing?" Because if you took a moment to step back from that one thing, you realize that there's 10 other things around you that are going well. Like no one would know right now. One of my feet is swollen. I got stung by a hornet last night
Mm,
and it is throbbing. But my son was like, "Yo, are you good to go and do this?" I was like, "I want to take a nap." He was like, "Why don't you reschedule?" I was like, "Nah, I can go through it."
yeah.
But I had to ask myself, you know what? Are you being too serious about how's your foot feeling? Are you being is there something that you can do? And honestly, talking with you provides a lot of energy, more uplifting. So if I'm talking to someone and they're going through something, I'm gonna ask them, yo, is there a way that you can take a step back
Yeah.
and realize that there's other options and that this thing that's happening to you right now,
Yeah.
that it's not the most serious thing in the world right now.
Nice.
And then my only other thing is, all right, you got to come play paintball. And if I can get you into playing paintball and you run your ass off that day, so we start in the morning, end at night when the park closes, and you run your ass off. You're exhausted, you're tired, you've been shot up, you shot people, you achieved some objectives. Now you can walk away and you have something. You have a win. You have something that you can hold on to. And even if you guys didn't win that day, you had your comrades, your brothers that were right there with you, and you can look to them and you're like, yo, I had fun with these guys.
Yeah.
So you and I both are black guys playing paintball.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of black guys that play paintball.
Nah.
No, even less than play Magfed. So when I have black guys that may be playing, I'm trying to get them into the sport because I know that there's certain things, like you said, there's things that you've dealt with in your life. I know that this sport can help you release some of that frustration.
Yeah.
And you can use your athletic ability to do it. So when you walk away, you can leave it, you can literally leave it on the field. So that's kind of my word of the day. Why are you so serious about it? Come out and play paintball, leave it where it is. And for me, this is true. Like for me, getting shot by paintballs gave me when I didn't have the emotional feeling,
Yeah.
it gave me the emotional feeling back because that the pain that came from the paintball kind of made you feel like you were alive.
Yeah.
So that's my take. That's my take.
Nice. Nice. Wow,
I
man,
hope I answered your
that was deep.
question.
No, that was deep, bro. I definitely like that hit me in a different way. Um, wow, that was powerful. I want to do you a favor, bro. Send me your info in my DM.
Okay.
I actually want to send you a shirt. I want to send you a Lone Wolf shirt, bro. It's on me. Not to worry about it. I will say, just promote it for me. But
So wait, all right, yo, everybody out there,
yeah,
Lone Wolf, the only Lone Wolf is out here and he's making some awesome gear. I'm about to get one, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a couple more. So look at this, look at this, look at this. The one and only.
yeah. Stay frosty. Stay
Stay
frosty.
frosty.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy that when you come across people with great energy and the great mindset that you have, that's a blessing. That to
Thank you.
me is one of the best feeling that you can possibly have because there's not many people like that out here. And
I agree.
in today's world we're living in is crazy. I mean, one of my favorite questions I would ask people is our culture failing or is God prevailing? And people tell me this question all the time that our culture is failing, but God is definitely prevailing. I mean, his work will be done, but our culture is failing as people. And the only way that we can try to keep a positive image is by having a positive image.
I agree. I agree.
Showing that positive image to people because that's the only way we will ever see like the life, positive lifestyle, positive life, period.
I
But
agree with you 100%.
yeah, man, I definitely want to send you a shirt, bro. Just send me your size, your number, and everything. I definitely want to make this happen for you, man. I feel like you definitely like we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We're on the same
Listen,
page.
whenever you're ready, I want to come back on the show. If you have
Yeah,
some other people that are out there, I'd love to chat it up with them too.
yeah,
But this has been fun.
yeah. Definitely been fun, bro. Definitely been fun. Oh, about to mention, fellas, everybody. Warfare is August 6th and 7th of next month. This is one of the biggest Magfed events on the east side in New Jersey. Feel free to definitely check us out at On Target Park. The link is actually on my page. If you actually type in only one lone wolf underscore runs okay, it's right there. You can definitely see it. Please, please come. Like this is one of the biggest events
I'm
in
working to
Magfed.
get there.
Yeah.
I'm working to get there.
And if you join us, if you come, join the Red Squad. Red Squad. Ask for Lone Wolf. Red Squad. So yeah, man. Yeah, that event's gonna be dope. I'm actually working on some things right now as I speak. So I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. But I'm not gonna keep you, bro. I know you got 6 kids, man. That's whew, I know that is. So I have siblings, and I see how my mom and dad was and all that. So I understand, bro. I
Yeah, man.
understand. You don't have to tell me. I totally understand, man. So, but yeah, bro, definitely gotta do a part two, man. It was great talking to you, man. Great talking to you,
It
man.
was a pleasure talking with you, man.
Man, we definitely gotta connect very soon. I will say
I'm
that.
gonna try to get up to your field.
Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. I will definitely come out. I know the next time I'll be playing paintball will be the 30th, which is next Saturday. I'm gonna be out there as well, and also August 6th and 7th that weekend. So yeah, just
I'm gonna
let me
see.
know, bro.
I'm gonna see about the 6th and the 7th, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know, man. Definitely let me know. I'll give you all the information on it. You can roll with me.
All right. That's what's up.
Nice, brother. It's great talking to you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
No problem, man. Everyone, please feel free to check out this podcast. This was a great podcast by me and my guy. Shirts will also be on my page with the price and everything, different sizes, different looks of it. I will be posting that the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned. And until next time, only one Lone Wolf Paintball Podcast out.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty.
All right, man.